The Crepion planet lay in ruins. Its factories, cities, and underground facilities blown apart for the second time within 2 of their generations. The hatred for the Justines, Thalians, and Brendans became embedded in their collective memories. Those in the Golden Ones, Thalian and Brendan warships did not care. They had a mission: seek and destroy. As Guardian of Flight, Llewellyn had selected his crew and ships before going on to Brendan with the recordings of the Guardians of the Realm Council meeting. The Brendans added their space fighters to the fleet. The Crepion envoys were detained on both Thalia and Brendan. The captain of flight for the largest and newest Thalian warship was Daniel. His second in command was Captain Aretha. Neither mentioned that both had once been Abs. Daniel was computing the likelihood of a star path appearing before the one laid out by his elder Fither, Llewellyn, now serving as the commander of the fleet. A slight smile came across Daniel's face, and he tapped out the message on the circle to his elder Fither. If we move 60 degrees upward and to the left, we will be there a day sooner. Any Crepi craft that escaped would be left behind. Are you certain? Aye, Commander. 'Tis it as wide? Nay, it would be 1 by 1. And what if the Draygons have already discovered this star path? They already ken the other one. There was silence, and then Llewellyn's voice came again. I will go first, then 3 Thalian ships, 3 Brendan, and then Captain O'Neill behind them. They will nae be expecting 2 Golden Ones. The rest of ye follow in the same order, 3 Thalian, 3 Brendan, until all are through. It will be lively. All data has been transmitted to the other ships. Daniel frowned. He had wanted to be first, but he was in position to follow directly after Llewellyn, and he took it. This was his chance. He knew Jarvis was sulking on Ayran, prevented from accompanying them by his long years in space. Daniel had been given the nickname of Pathfinder at the Warrior Academy, but most thought Jarvis would be the better captain in a space fight. Until now, there had been no real battles, just simulated ones. Finding the star paths in their training flights had been real as this engagement, and he found himself leaning forward in the seat. They rocketed through the rounded area on the tail of the Golden One and broke free in the middle of a battle. 5 of the Draygon ships were closing in on the Golden One, and Aretha began firing. Daniel saw more Draygon vessels veer off and swing towards the open star path, and he yelled, Aretha, aim at the ones I'm closing in on. Our commander's Golden One will hold the others. The rest must get through. Aretha leaned as the ship skewed and turned. 1 Draygon vessel was firing at the next Thalian ship bursting out into space, and she recalculated her aim when a burst of flame from the ship reached out and slammed into the Draygon ship. She froze. Her shot would have downed the Thalian. Are you piloting or firing? She screamed at Daniel. She could not see his face to see his eyes gleaming and a small smile on his face. Both, but ye are correct. Ye guard the star path. I'll fire to the others. Another Thalian ship was through, and both were engaging the Draygons surrounding the Golden One like a swarm of stingers after the nectar of the brambleberries. Daniel went above the star path to give Aretha and himself the chance to fire at others that might try to stop the rest of the ships. The second Golden One burst through, and O'Neill's crew swept the area of the oncoming Draygons. Mac, are you all right? O'Neill's voice came over the comm as the last enemy ship spiraled into the blackness of space. Aye, thank ye, my friend, came the deep, rumbling voice. Your arrival was most welcomed. I believe we should head for their planet and destroy their plants and bases. After that, we can secure a treaty. One of the Golden Ones stays above. I don't trust them. They'll probably lie about keeping any treaty. Red's voice was flat, devoid of the Irish dialect he sometimes used. Anyone that allies with the Crepions can't be trusted.